the horns blowing. Hey everybody, Mark Noble with a No More Down Low news break. We are in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard, Highland Avenue, where this Chick-Fil-A is the location becoming known as ground zero for gay marriage and marriage equality. It is at this location where many lips and many voices are coming together to send a very strong message. In strong numbers, they chanted, held signs, and made their voices heard. This was Hollywood's KissIn at Chick-Fil-A.
It's not about getting in people's faces, necessarily yelling. We are going to have equal rights. We are going to have gay marriage, and so now's the time to decide which side of history you're going to be on.
The latest rallying cry to show love and solidarity in what many call the face of hate and hate-propelled rhetoric in response to Chick-fil-A's president, Cathy, who in 2 interviews in recent weeks has said it is his personal belief in the biblical definition of marriage.
I think we're inviting God's judgment on our nation when we shake our fist at him and say, we know better than you as to what constitutes a marriage.
But what's at the core of tonight's protest is Cathy's financial backing of conservative groups such as the Family Research Council, an organization many say is determined to chip away at marriage equal rights for LGBT people.
I'm married to a Caucasian man. It wasn't until 1967 that it was legal in all states for us to be married. This is the new civil rights movement. There's nowhere else to be.
This is an example of a community mobilizing against discrimination and inequality, and it's really heartening.
Los Angeles City Council candidate Mitch OMalley was amongst those expressing hurt and dismay at Chick-fil-A's president's stance. He's even reached out to Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa to also take action against intolerance, as mayors in both Boston and Chicago have also done.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
The debate was fierce, as those in protest were also met with those defending the Christian stance against homosexuality, inasmuch as this is more about civil and marriage equality rights versus religious belief.
A lot of Christians have been misrepresenting our faith, and that I'm just out here just to show the people here that we do love them, and that there's no hatred towards them. And so just the message that we want to just clarify out here is that there is grace, that God does forgive sin, but every sin is the same.
People don't realize that same-sex marriage was not always prescribed by the Christian church. It's a relatively recent development done basically for a lot of the reasons that the Christian church does things, which is to separate, divide, subjugate, and conquer people.
While it was more about love and kisses as heavy security and police presence stood by, staffers at the location continued with business as usual. Chick-fil-A issued a statement saying it treats every customer with honor, dignity, and respect, and that going forward it's going to stay out of the gay marriage debate. But words matter, and those easily influenced have yet another stance to consider as the LGBT battle for marriage equality wages on. And if the horns and the cheers and the people that showed up here are any indication, these kinds of protests are not going to be the last. We are in Hollywood with a No More Down Low news break. Mark Noble.